provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be. Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. For a wizard, to have the love of the goddess of magic herself, it was intoxicating. An experience beyond expression. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. It's one thing for us to actually pursue the crown. I'm not entirely sure I want to threaten Mystra with the prospect on her own turf, so to speak. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Karsite weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new, divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me. So do I. Though I'm not sure that's the purpose I'd apply it to. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half-forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you? Gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards, and often, even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands.
Wow, so that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mystra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
How can I help?
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Well, obviously I would. But, well, in that case... Should be easy.
No one stopped me yet.
Let's talk. Sorry, but ready and willing.
And what will happen to those who oppose us? They'll be burned by the one true light!
Speaks well, that envoy Baldur. Excellent rhetoric.
Why, yes, Edvard.
You should start your own opinion column.
I can do that. I have loads of opinions. Gather round for the show. Sit down and you're in front.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around? A stink like death itself? Safe.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash has got to be paying them out sync fees.
So what exactly did you see?
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
This way and that.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
What about the smell? It stinks.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Maybe a few dead cats.
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
Shauntir, bless these roots.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette. Ugh, awful.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around? A stink like death itself? Safe.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
You are. Where's the steel watch when you need 'em?
I will cure you of your pestilence.
So what exactly
You have
did you
my
see?
word.
I don't rightly know, but they was up to no good, lurching this way and that.
Walking funny isn't a crime. At least things have stayed interesting.
Frontier. Bless these roots.
What about the smell? It stinks. Something rotten.
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
How's a dead cat making a stink like
The
that?
broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around? A stink like death itself? Safe.
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need 'em?
Frontier. Bless these roots.
So what exactly did you see?
I don't rightly know, but they was up to no good, lurching this way and that.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys.
No time to rest.
you throw it at a steel watcher? You don't have the pocket money for that. Maybe a little one, but you have to pay me. How about I buy the firework and you throw it? If it hits a fist, it might blow them up. Bet you $1,000,000 Steel Watcher wouldn't let that happen.
What about a Lanthony's candle? Throw one of them.
Have you seen the size of a Lanthony's candle?
Have you seen the size of a Steel Watcher?
Was it upstairs? Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette.
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have none. Bless these roots.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
We're rooting out disloyal elements among the problem citizens, all right? Now move along. We're rooting out disloyal...
Gods, this is totally obnoxious. But I guess I'd better keep my lips sewed shut, eh? Gods, this is totally obnoxious.
You're just making that up on the spot.
As you can see, there's no trouble here, right? And I'm sure you don't want to cause any.
Be patient while these citizens are evaluated. This is all routine. Make no sudden moves.
Never mind, just an interview.
Open to interpretation. I wish we could get this over with. If I don't make my deliveries, I don't get paid. I wish we could get this...
I stole an apple once when I was 9, but that thing won't know about it. I hope.
Pretty these days. You don't have to.
Be vigilant.
Bit cheery, isn't it? You know there's a war on.
It's precisely
You're just making that up on the spot.
a bard or a druid?
Open to interpretation.
Took control of my fiancé.
Have you seen any gazetteers around? Need to see if the new edition's out yet.
That would be the mind restoring charm. Don't have any of those.
Flim's cobblers walk in a pauper, strut out a duke.
That might be worth a look. Well, that's Gortash, isn't it?
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes.
Your tadpole squirms. These people are infected with the parasite, but something is off. You search her mind, but the psionic forces that control her are different, split somehow. Your own consciousness slips into the gap.
Help me! Gods, help me! Enver's ruined my mind. He's taken my body. I should have slammed the door in his face, but I let him in and he rammed some kind of worm in our eyes. I'm here, but I can't speak. I can't act. I'm trapped. He said he wanted to make us powerless. Still bitter after all these years, but we did what was best for him, for all of us. We had debts, world-ending debts, trying to keep this cursed shop afloat. Dangerous lenders who said they'd bury us all if we didn't pay. Then a warlock offered us a pretty penny for Enver's service. He was a smart boy. Too smart. It was give him up, and all of us live, or refuse and die. What choice did we have? least we all lived, Enver included. But he didn't see it that way. Stormed in here like we were murderers and he was the hand of justice itself. You can't leave us like this. You're the first person who's heard the real me in months. There has to be another way. I deserve to live again. I deserve my own life. Wait, wait!
Your tadpole lashes and recoils. The connection is broken.
Come again soon.
Be very welcome to Flim's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it? He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a handsome devil. Finest leather in the city. Ask anyone. Very good to see you again.
You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest. Nothing. It's as though the inner workings of his mind have been wiped clean.
Welcome back. You've chosen the wrong household to argue politics, my friend. Sharp if you like, but let's talk no more of my son. Oh no. You have things very, very wrong. A dutiful mother could never do something so heinous. A good mother couldn't have fathomed such a horror. We love our son, Enver. We love him so much. Welcome back. That's generations of... Welcome back. That's
Very good to see you again. Finest leather in the city. Ah.
Is that blood?
Very good to see you again. Very good to see you again.
You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
Goodness, what an accusation. You've got the wrong family. Enver's the light of our lives. He grew up right in these walls. First my apprentice, then savior of the city, and on to Archduke. Nothing untoward about it, I assure you. Very good to see you again.
Oh, bloody... Welcome back. My goodness, what are you doing?
Out of my price.
Big Gortash fans. Still on my feet. Breathe quiet. Move with care. What do we have here? Might be.
Comes to magical protection, I'd really spare no expense. Those absolutists